Hey guys, over here and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be doing 2 speed builds in the Forest of Valor using all of the new items that we got from Storybook-VALE. This right here that I'm deleting is actually my dream snap for this week. I took heavy inspiration from the dream snap from this week, which was Harvest Fest or something like that. I didn't really go Harvest Fest route, but the kind of colors of Mythopia really stood out to me. So yeah, this first build is very kind of pink and yellow, and I thought Mirabelle's house, Fairy Godmother's house, and this little cottage would be absolutely perfect for this kind of build. I love how Mirabelle's house looks in Mythopia, but I also really love how her house looks here in the Forest of Valor. So I feel like with this build you get the best of both worlds. I think it's really stunning at the end. The pathing that I did is this kind of pathing. I kept it quite boxy and I'm not really sure why, but I do really like the look of it for the end, during the end of the build. It does look a little bit weird now. I think that the boxy shape I'm kind of getting more used to. When I first started playing Disney Dreamlight Valley, the boxiness of the corners and stuff really bugged me. But now I feel like since I've built so much here, I feel like I just get used to all these little quirks that this game has. But anyways, a lot of the foliage that I used was a lot of the Mythopia bushes, obviously, but I also picked a couple of Forest of Valor foliage bits to go with everything, and I feel like it just really makes everything blend in super nice. I also used some cypress trees, which are also Mythopia, I'm pretty sure, and yeah, I think those look really good scattered in everywhere. I tried first to kind of border off the whole path, and I didn't mind the look of it, but I wanted it to feel a lot more open. So I do go ahead and delete a lot of these and just keep some little rocks here and there, and yeah, most of the other path is just open. I like the look of that. I think it's really cute. It gives the nice bordered look without having a full border, and yeah, I've been using this a lot recently. I think that the dirt pathing really looks good in this build, but I think another really good pathing to use here would be the Ancient's Landing pathing, but I also think that the gravel pathing or the brick pathing would look really good too. So yeah, those are some options too. I don't really know why I went with the dirt. I think it looks quite good in the Forest of Valor because it kind of just looks like someone's dug out the path, not the park. But yeah, I wanted to use these 2 gazebos and these tables that I already had decorated from the dream snap, and I'm glad that I did this because I think this looks super cute and gives me the vibes of the dream snap. So yeah, lots of cypress trees I used like around the edges of houses, and I absolutely love the look of using cypress trees like this. I've been meaning to do a build where there's like cypress trees like all up like a road. I feel like that would also look so cool, but yeah, I have not done that yet. I kind of did a couple here and there, so you kind of get that look, but not fully. I also use these like little mushroom circle things. I've been getting a lot of comments asking where these are from, and they're actually from Scrooge's, which is super cool. So I'm hoping everyone that doesn't have them yet gets them in their Scrooge, because yeah, they're such a beautiful item. I feel like they look good in every biome. I've been using them a lot, and you can actually walk through them, which is super cool, and you can also put items in them, which is also really cool. But yeah, I did a little sitting area outside Mirabelle's house with some, what are these called? Barrels? Boxes? Them barrel things. And yeah, just did lots more decorating. I was really struggling with like finding foliage that matches, so I did use some of these like bind logs for some little like accent pieces. I think that looks cute. And I remembered at the end of this build that I did not put a pathing to this other side path here that goes to the forest, the little rocky one, but since it's so open I can walk through there, so that's fine. I did decide to do a little picnic area because I feel like I always do picnic areas in my biomes. I'm still waiting Game Loft for more picnic blankets. That would be amazing, so I don't have to keep using the same 2 picnic blankets over and over and over again. But anyways, I used these pink and yellow flowers. They're my absolute favorite flowers. I also already had them in my inventory, so it was kind of a no-brainer. And then I went in with a little bit more decorating. I just did some random little things, like adding a little fence. I'm not really sure why I did this, but I think it looks really good, and I love the colors on this fence. I think the other 2 colors are a mossy one and a white one, and I think those would also look really, really cute. Anyways, here is the final walkthrough of the build. I absolutely love this build. I'm so glad I did it. We still have one more build, which is I wouldn't say similar to this. I kept the same pathing layout, but it's a all like blue magical build. But yeah, I love this look, and I love Mirabelle's house. I'm just so glad that we got so many perfect foliage items to go so well with her house. I just love it. I also think this looks a lot like the Dream Snap. Took heavy inspiration from it, but yeah, no Harvest Fest vibes in this build. I probably could have, but yeah, I just didn't. Here are some overview shots of the build. And now it's time to delete literally everything so we can do a second build in this biome. At this time, it is based off the Ever After. Very blue vibes. Every single time I think of blue, I think of wizards. So forgive me that I always say wizardy vibes. Really just blue and like magical vibes. I didn't go all the way with the mushrooms, but yeah. I also have an option at the end. A different kind of version of this, which I think is also really, really cute. I started with just the basic Mythopia plants. I used this big foliage bundle thing because I just wanted to use it, and I think it was a perfect spot for it. I could have done a second one, but then I wouldn't have enough room to decorate anything else. So yeah, I just put one of them on that side. I'm absolutely in love with the trees that we got in this biome, because not only did we get small trees, tiny trees, we got big trees, and not only that, we also got 2 color variants, and they're so similar but they're so different. I mean, we have this like frostier looking blue and then this darker blue. I just love it because it's so subtle, yet it makes such a big difference in builds. I use this path that I have absolutely never used before, and just because of that I used it. I do think it looks a little bit funny now, but when I actually like go in and walk around, I think it looks really good in the end. I also really wanted to put the bakery here because I don't know, I don't feel like it fully matches the vibe, but I haven't decorated it in a while, so I want to add that in. And again, I used a little bit of Forest of Valor foliage just to kind of blend everything in. I did also put these little mushrooms, but I did not put any big mushrooms in this build. I really could have, and I'm punching myself that I did not remember to do this. I also used these like zirconium, those blue tiles, and I did not just place them there, I placed them kind of in random areas just on the bare ground, and I think it looks really good in the end. I do have to say, halfway through this build I exited out of furniture mode and all my build was deleted, so off camera I got everything back to the spot it was, but some things may be a little bit off or maybe not the exact same items, so just a heads up. This is my little picnic area. I think it's really cute. So cute. And this little table area at the front here. This is when it deleted all of my stuff. So I'm sorry if something's not where it was meant to be. Anyways, I put these big flowers because they're gorgeous. I did use a mix of these and the light violet ones, but we do have more. I actually did forget that we had more flowers than just 2. So I just used mainly these 2 and a couple of other ones, but I didn't put many of the other ones. Oh yeah, this was meant to be the blue tiles, but that is fine. I also put the Forgotten Land little bushes here because I think the purple looks really good with everything else. This was such a quick build too because I already had the layout, I already had the pathing, and I already know the exact vibe that I wanted. I mean, I could have gone way more into detail with this build and, you know, detail it out more, but I feel like this is kind of more inspiration if you wanted to do this. Everyone has their own personal Scrooge items. Like, not everyone has the same items, so you can go in and detail this however you want. The tiles from above look super weird, I cannot lie, but in the game I feel like they look really good, so yeah, I did keep those. It's so funny because you put so many trees and there's still so much room and it feels so empty. I really wanted this to feel like really closed in. I tried my hardest, but yeah, I really couldn't. I also did a little sitting area here because I forgot that I had the cafe here, so I really wanted to decorate and, you know, make it look a little bit like a cafe. I also did go in with the same foliage that I did in the last build because I had them in my inventory, but I also feel like they work really well. I mean, I could have gone with all blue flowers, but we don't have the cutest blue flowers, so I thought that the pink, yellow and purple worked quite perfectly. Anyways, here is the walkthrough of the build. I absolutely love this build so much. I wish I put more bigger Mythopia trees, that's one thing I'll say, and I do wish that I put the mushrooms, but still, I do still like this build and I love this pathing. I do show you another way that you can do this build just by switching out a couple of, well, options like the pathing and Mirabelle's house. So yeah, here is the overview of this build. I love it so much. And here is the build in a different kind of format just here. So I just switched out the pathing to this brick pathing and also just switched out Mirabelle's house to the castle to give a more like enchanted feel. You could also just do like the lighter brick, the grey brick, and I think that would look cool too. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope this gave you some inspiration and you enjoyed the video. Bye bye.